Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Eazy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BKA the People's Champ, coming to you live with another episode of 5 Easy Minutes. I know it's been a week or so since we had 5 Easy Minutes, man, but you know, I've been real busy. Y'all seen the stuff I've been doing on the channel, man, so I really don't have to explain it to y'all all that much. Y'all see I don't have my patented background just because of the fact that, you know, I was getting tired of it not working the right way and all of that. So once I get a better camera that can pick up this green and just make it look more uniform, I'll be doing that. But anyway, 5 Easy Minutes, 5 minutes, 3 questions, let's go. So y'all already know what it is, man. I mean, it seems like I get to do one of these every time some dumb shit happens in the NBA. And what happened? The last couple of days, you got the Chicago Bulls losing to the Philadelphia 76ers, who they shouldn't have lost to. And then you have Cleveland last night losing to the Cleveland last night beating Miami, which they shouldn't have beaten. But what do I think about both games? I mean, I think they are what they are. I mean, like I've told y'all all season since I started doing this that both of those teams go as their stars go, and really that's it. Chicago, I mean, Rose did get busy, but it wasn't as busy as he would like to, as in like he didn't have the fast start that he normally gets, getting them guys out to a lead and whatever. I mean, he did his job, but at the same time, they did do a good job of making it. They didn't stop him. They made it difficult for him. And when you make it difficult for a main person to score and other people can't score easily, then what happens is he ends up having to take more shots than normal, or he has to work so hard. It's like when a superstar has to work hard and you the only superstar on your team, then that's what ends up happening. You end up taking too many possessions, and it just takes too long. Like you can try to come back, but it just doesn't happen. And that's kind of like what happened last night. And with Miami, they just couldn't put it out. It's like every time they pulled it back, they pulled it within 2 points, and then Cleveland just pulled off on them like they didn't pay at McDonald's drive-through. So I don't know, man. They almost, I mean, at one point they were getting that ass whipped by 20, and then they came back, brought it all the way back, and I was like, okay, they finally got it together. They're gonna keep on. But the thing is that I saw is just that their lack of ability to score inside. Like when you walk a lead down in the NBA, and any level of basketball for that matter, when you walk a lead down, you want to try to get some buckets inside. Once you start getting some buckets inside, then you can go ahead and get into your offense. But I just think what you saw last night was an energetic Cleveland team that had something to prove going against a Miami team that once again took them lightly. And they just beat them. I mean, there's nothing even to it. They just beat them. They're a professional team. They're both professional teams. It's not beyond the realm of possibility that one's going to lose to the other. Anybody can lose on any given night. But Cleveland won't be there in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter. So ultimately, that's what I think about it. They lost. You got two teams that took teams lightly, and they lost to teams that didn't matter. But you saw what happens when you got somebody that try. I mean, I don't even know. I can't even speak because LeBron and D-Wade, they did their job. So, but it was just like with D-Rose, they made it hard for him. LeBron hit a spectacular half-court shot, and that was cool. But it is what it is. And then Rose the other night, I mean, that's just what's gonna happen. He got Iguodala. He's gonna make it hard for him. And I mean, they have good guards in Philadelphia, so that's just how it is, man. But ultimately, it means nothing. Both of these teams will be in the playoffs, and both of the teams that they lost to won't be in the playoffs. I mean, even the Lakers lost to Cleveland, so it is what it is. So that was the second question. What does it mean? And what's up with the fucking Hawks? That's the third question. I don't know. My team sucks. That's why I can talk so much trash about other teams, because I'm an Atlanta Hawks fan. I'm a proud Atlanta Hawks fan, and my team sucks. Just like Black Ops. My team must be team. I'm going to start calling the Hawks team Black Ops, because they suck. I say they suck. I mean, I don't really know what's going on, first of all, and then the bottom line is we locked into this thing for like 5 years, or at least 3, because we paid Joe Johnson a ridiculous amount of money that we could have got. Hell, we could have got Scott Skiles to come out of retirement for half of that, and he would have done a better job than Joe's doing. So I really don't know. I would have rather paid Jamal, but then Jamal is not a starter. He's a guy off the bench. He do a great job. If he goes back to the Bulls or somebody like that, takes less money and goes back to the Bulls would be a very good team. He struggles defensively sometimes, but Jamal can play point and he can play the two. So I really don't know how that would work out for the Bulls, because, well, I think it'll work pretty well because he can play point and then let Rose roam around, and then Rose can play point and let him roam around. And then you got somebody that's a little bit more consistent than Luol Deng, who could be so good. He could be so good, but he just, I don't know if he just doesn't apply himself. He just doesn't care. I don't know what's up with Deng, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. My God, it's like somebody was saying he averages 17 points a night, but that's a great night. That's the best night that Luol Deng can have. A good shooting guard scores more than 17 points a night. But you know, it is what it is. We're gonna see what happens, man. Like I said, I see the Bulls going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I see the Miami Heat getting knocked out in the second round as usual. C Nasty, I'm sorry, and that's the time. That's all the time we got for today. C Nasty, I'm sorry, man. I know it seems like I do one of these every time y'all lose, but you know it is all good. I got Byron on coming up later on today or tomorrow or at least one day this week, at least by Friday, Byron. We're gonna get you on here, man. I hadn't forgotten about you. We're gonna get C Nasty on here one of these days this weekend. C Nasty, hit me up. Follow your boy on Twitter. And, you know, till next time, it's your boy Jay Eazy, a.k.a. Fresh from the Barber Shop, b.k.a. the People's Champ. Holla! 360 out this mother.